Hey guys, and welcome to today's edition of Amesie's Corner. Now we'll take a walk outside. It's the holiday week, the 4th of July is coming up next week, so a lot of people are getting ready for their vacation. So we don't really have a lot of stuff because everything cool is going to be used, so we pretty much work to get everything going. So today's video is going to be something a little special to me. Now, a lot of people ask me, what do you drive? What do you drive? As a technician with almost 30 years of experience, what do you drive? Well, my last 3 cars have been exactly the same car and almost the same color. And they would be one of these right here. Now this is a 97 Saab 9000 that, despite every effort that I've tried to do, I've tried everything I can to kill this car. I turned it from a 4 PSI turbocharged 4 PSI car, and I've got it pushing about 26 pounds of boost. I have a 26 pound boost cut, and it hits it no problem if I want it to. I'm estimating it somewhere around 350 to 375 horsepower, depending on the weather conditions. Now, another thing with this car, and it's pushing that horsepower. I've been pushing that horsepower for a long time. This car had, I believe, 170,000 miles on it when I got it. And right now we're at 226,000. And I kind of beat this car. Every time I launch it at a stoplight, I'm pegging that boost gauge. I can bring this boost gauge right around to the U in Sun Pro, and it just makes power. Probably my biggest issue with this power I've had, believe it or not, is just putting that power to the ground. I can be getting on the highway about 45-50 miles an hour, and if I just give it a little too much throttle, it will just roast the front tires at 50. Now, we'll take a little look under the hood. Now, another amazing thing with this car is how little I had to do to it to get that kind of power out of it. Now, all I really did was get the PCM reflashed, added an open intake to it, which I kind of have to redo. I've got this crappy little boost controller, which really can't handle this much power, but I use that boost controller and my right foot to kind of play the turbo. Now I've recently updated this with the Mitsubishi TD04 that would come in the Aero. This would have came with a Garrett T25, and I was making the same pressure with the T25. It would actually spool quicker. The trouble was with the Garrett turbo is I'd only get maybe a year and a half out of one. I think I went through three of those turbos, and then I finally said, yeah, you know what, next time I replace it, I'm gonna go with the Aero Garrett, and that's what I did. Another thing I did is a 4-bar fuel pressure regulator, and some custom exhaust stuff. I don't have a 3-inch pipe in it or anything, but I haven't. I did delete the converter, so you got to keep that quiet. Another thing I really like about these cars is you fold the seat down, the back seats down, and you could fit anything in there. Now I have a 17-foot sea kayak that I stick right in there. The bow goes right up to the rear view mirror up there, and it sticks out a good deal, but it still takes it. Another neat thing I have with this car is I built and designed that crazy GY6 scooter that you've seen in some of my videos. The shape of that scooter is so that it will fit in that hole, perfectly in that hole. One person, I can get it in and out myself, no problem. It fits just right in there, no problem. It's kind of neat being able to blast around, stop somewhere, then go for a cruise on my crazy bike. Another thing this car does is it pulls a trailer very well. I actually made this trailer hitch for it last year to haul a pop-up camper, and it would haul that pop-up camper no problem at all. I mean, there were times when I would pull up at a light next to like a mildly tuned Honda Civic and, you know, egg them on a little bit. Here I got a bike in the back. I got my girlfriend and her kid in it, or well, not the kid with the bike in the back, but I'd have my girlfriend in it, my camper hanging out the back of it with a kayak on it. I'd pull up to the light, and believe it or not, with a camper, the look on the little Ricer's face when this thing pulls away from him hauling a camper was priceless. But yeah, I can't kill this thing. It's the original engine, original transmission. It's 4th turbo. That's my fault. You know, so if you want a car that's going to go the mile, I dare you to find something that's going to beat one of these. Performance, handling, mileage, maintenance. People complain the parts are expensive, which they can be, and they can be kind of hard to find, but it never seems to break anything. It's never left me stranded. It's never not started. Neither were my last two. The first one of these I got for free. It was a 93 manual transmission, and I liked it so much I bought another one, which was a CSE, the next version up from the CS, which this is. I think I maybe put 100 miles on that car when someone in a pickup truck pulled out in front of me, and that was the end of that car. But I used that insurance money. I bought this one, and I haven't looked back. This is my 4th Saab, my 3rd 9000, and I've got the Sonnet over there, which the next video you guys are going to see is going to be Sonnet Sunday. So I guess I'm going to end this by saying, until Sonnet Sunday, keep it out of the cabbage.